What's the deal, pickles? So I am back. I am hoping this audio is okay because you're sort of far away, and that I'm also hoping that I'm in frame. And if you're watching this, I must be. But today I'm coming in for an unboxing. I actually have two boxes, and I'll show you what is inside of these. I'm also going to show you once again the project that I'm working on and why I had to buy yarn. I have told you guys repeatedly that I won't be doing a lot of unboxings because I am working through the yarn that I have, but I do need more yarn to finish this particular granny square quilt. So I will be showing you that today, as well as what I have in these boxes. So I'm going to get right to it. If you are interested in sticking around, I will see you after the intro. If you are not staying, then don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. For everyone else, I'll see you in a bit. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dana, and this is the Freedom Please and the Essence of Me.com channel. Listen, y'all, I recently started two podcasts, and actually, I guess they are kind of new. And so now my intros are like all muddy in my head. I think I'm going to just turn them all into the same thing so that I won't forget. But that's neither here nor there. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the blanket that I'm working on. This is a granny square project that I've been working on for a while. I found it in this book called Not Your Granny's Grannies. I found it years ago at Half Price Books. I think the book is just okay. This is the only pattern that I personally like in the book. I have maybe one other marked, and the pattern looks like this. I've made several of these quilts. I really, really like them. They are amazing scrap busters. They're easy to do. And if you've been around my channel for a while, you'll know I love doing granny squares. This was a pattern that I don't know why. It took me a long time to actually do it. And once I did it, it's just like one of the perfect patterns that, that you don't need to have a pattern to do a granny square. And if I'm not mistaken, I have maybe one or two granny square videos or tutorials on my channel. It's been a long, long time, but gratefully the granny square does not change. So here is the blanket. Wait, Wait, this is one of the, I just started on a new side. So I'll show you the middle. Oh, it's so hard to figure out. Here we go. And this is one of the corners. And I need to do corners on each side. So now I'm starting a corner on this side. And I've just done the first two colors. So yes. Now this project started off as a project that I did using what I had. And now I'm getting to the point where the colors that I had in the middle, I don't have enough to do the corners. So what I end up doing, because I cannot find any more of this yarn, which is by Love This Yarn. I couldn't find it anywhere. They don't make this color anymore. And so what I decided to do was stick with these colors, like either some sort of tan or brown with the green and white. And I'm gonna have some of this gold, and I may even sprinkle in some of this orange because I have plenty of it. And so I wanted to have enough to do the corners in a similar fashion. The one thing about this particular blanket, you don't have to do it exactly the same, but I really think I'm gonna do it pretty close. It may not be exactly, but from a distance, you probably won't be able to tell. Another thing that I wanted to do with this particular one that I've never done in the past, I do want to put the border. I don't like the border that they do. I'll probably do my own border, but I do want to do a border to kind of close it all off because I have some plans for the border. My intent is I'm making this as a gift for someone in particular. So this has been a prayer project that I've been working on for months, and I am looking forward to finishing it hopefully soon, but there's no rush because the person doesn't know it's coming. So with that said, I've been keeping it in this box, and what is so weird is I recorded a video showing the new bag that I thought I was gonna put it in, and that bag didn't work out. And come to find out, I thought I was recording and the camera wasn't on. So I've been keeping it in this box, which is not normal, but I love it. It didn't work with me transitioning it into a bag because there's so many skeins of yarn that I'm using for this project. And I like this particular box because it's shallow enough that the skeins can lay horizontally, and I can just have the open ends hanging over the side. And when I'm working, I actually use the corners of the box to guide it. And so it just makes it so I don't have to do a whole lot of moving around, switching around. I can just grab an end and there's not a lot of tangling going on. It is a little dusty on the bottom because you leave it on the floor, but it works. So I'm gonna just leave it, and I just keep the project stacked on top with the hook. And yeah, so now I'm gonna show you what I have in my boxes because I ran out of some of the key colors. I could not find, again, this denim ombre is what it's called, I think. But I could get the gold, and I could find another green. And to me, it didn't have to be exactly these exact colors, even though I did have the sleeves for most of them. I just wanted something close. And if I bought at least one skein, I think I can have the exact color to finish all the rest of the corners, because I have 3 more corners left to do on this project. And then I plan to do the border scrappy, and hopefully use up the rest of this yarn. So let me show you what I have in my boxes. For this unboxing, I have 2 boxes. One is from Amazon, and then I have another one that I'll show you guys in a second that has nothing to do with this project. But I'll go ahead and unbox this. I hope you all are having a great day. And for this particular project, I decided to buy my yarn from Amazon. I used to love to get Red Heart from the Red Heart website, but I went to the website because I haven't had to order Red Heart in forever. I went to the website and realized they don't have their regular website anymore. They have all the brands on one website. And when I realized that shipping would be longer, I decided to go ahead and go with Amazon. So here is what we have. I have this cafe latte for the brown. Now I'm I'm fully aware that because I bought 3 skeins of this, that I'm gonna have yarn left over, but this is a color that I really like. So, you know, if you guys have been around, you know I love a good brown. So here it is. This came in 3 skeins. I think these are 7-ounce skeins. Let me see. Yeah, 3 7-ounce skeins. I guesstimate I'll probably only need 1 of these, maybe 1 and some change, because I still have some left, and I have 2 other. I have a tan and I also have a brown, a Wrecker True Brown that I can mix in. So I'm okay with it. I've been kind of thinking about trying to use the red hard yarn to knit a hat. I've never used the red hard yarn for knitting, I don't think. No, I don't think I've ever used the red hard yarn for knitting. The next thing that I purchased was the gold. And they had this in the jumbos. I know I'm gonna have extra of this. But I think what's gonna happen is whatever I have left, I'll just do it as a regular granny square and I'll be all good. Or do it as a triangle prayer shawl. And so here we go. Here is the gold. And I think this is actually called gold. It is. It's called gold. I think it's a 14-ounce skein. It is 14 ounces. So this came in, it has 2, and that's what I have for this project. And quite honestly, I might transfer that stuff into this box because this one is just a little bit bigger. And then that means I can keep everything together, and anything that I have left, I'll probably do it in just another quiet time project. So I'm just gonna prep this box. Even though I like the tabs up, I'm gonna fold them down because it makes it easier to move around. Done is I moved the items into this box, and I'm gonna just tilt it slightly so hopefully you can see inside. all of the yarns that are here, I am laying them so that the end that I'm pulling from is over on this far side. So while I work with that color, I will turn the box to this side. And I do that to try to prevent tangling. I'm really like intentional, even for these skeins that are very, very thin. So you could stop and then just roll these up in a ball if you have a yarn winder. I do, but it's really not worth it, being that I have all these other skeins and I'm not gonna do those. So what I'm gonna do is just keep them laying, I guess sort of feels like it's vertical, but just laying sideways. And then these ones that are upright are big enough to kind of hold up, and then I will use these gold skeins to fill in to kind of make the space tight to keep them from falling down or tangling. So I am going to keep these laying sideways. And another thing that I wanted to point out is I keep the sleeves for every single color that I have in this project until I'm done with the project. I don't concern myself too much about the lot numbers. These skeins are so old, it is highly unlikely that I would find the same lot number, and I've never been that type of creator that I feel like I have to have the exact lot number to pick a color. It's not that serious to me. So, but I do like keeping the colors. So in this case, it really served me well, because when I originally purchased these, I purchased them from Joann's, and I also purchased them from Red Heart. And you can't get it on Red Heart anymore. You can get it on Joann's, but I didn't want to go pick it up. I wanted it delivered, and Amazon is faster than Joann. So I did pay a little bit more, but since I got the bigger skeins and I got more skeins in a package, it ran roughly the same. So having the actual color numbers was perfect, because I could then make a decision which couple of colors I wanted to settle with, because they actually had them on Amazon. So I settled with the gold and the coffee or cafe. And so yeah, there we go. So now this is all done. I'm gonna keep these. Now what I would usually do is either put these in a sheet protector or in a Ziploc bag. I don't have either one, and I don't feel like getting them, so I'm just gonna shove them shove them on the side here between the pattern and the side of the box, because I doubt I need to buy any more, but just in case, I'm gonna chunk this box because I am done with that. And then we're gonna move into the next unboxing. Another thing that I forgot to note, for these, I have the end that I'm pulling from facing up, which is probably obvious, but I just want to mention that too. So let's get to the next box. For this box, I'm gonna show you, and then we'll see what's inside. What do you guys ever do with those things? I always just bust them. I feel like it's such a waste. Okay. So for this box, I feel like this is it's a mess, because I haven't been purchasing anything, but I had a huge launch here lately, and everything went so great. And one of the things that I like to do for myself is whenever I have a big launch or I have a book release, I always buy myself a gift. And I like buying myself a gift because it takes off the edge of waiting for accolades or praise from the outside. It's me congratulating myself on a job well done. And so for this gift, I decided to get myself a kit. So I purchased the Connecting Threads Star Trails, and here's the picture. And it is a jelly roll. Looks like it's just some fat quarters maybe. Let's take a look and see. I also purchased a package of batting, and this batting is big enough to quilt this quilt. I already have backing, and so yeah, so I'll have everything I need for this quilt. One of the things that I've started doing whenever I purchase quilts, especially now that I have my long arm, is I try my best to go ahead and purchase batting at the same time, because I have not bought a big roll of batting yet. I plan to do it, but I haven't done it. So with that said, let's take a look at this. This is another one of my attempts at finding some really good staple patterns that I can use to quilt Scrappy. And so again, here's the picture. And it was on sale on Connecting Threads. I love when they have these kits where it's a mixture of a particular collection, so you get to see all of the prints in that collection. Oh, here's another great picture. So it comes in two sizes, a lap size, which is 50 by 67 inches, and a throw, which is 60 by 75. And I think the throw, yeah, this is a twin size on the batting, and the batting was on sale. That's another reason why I got the batting. I'm gonna do the throw size, I believe. And then of course I will have the pattern for future use. I'm gonna just look and see what actually came. Are these fat quarters? Oh, they are. They're fat quarters and a jelly roll. Guess we'll see. One of the things that I look for when I look at these patterns is a lot of them nowadays are meant to piece them quickly, and I don't always need to do that. So one of the things, for example, is it has you piecing in strips and then cutting, and I will do it for this one, but in the future I won't, and that's what helps you to be able to do it scrappy. They even have it in here if you want to do it as a foundation piece, which it means you could do something like if you do I think I showed that before, your receipt tape piecing. Okay, pretty straightforward. I'm excited about this. Okay. So yeah, so this kit is for the throw, which is 60 by 75. Perfect. So yeah, I'll keep you all posted. I am planning to do a weekend retreat with myself and a friend, and I plan to do this quilt. That I just want to do this whole quilt in one weekend, and then be able to put it on my long arm. And so yeah. And let me go ahead and show you. Okay, it's a jelly, it's one pack of, it's a jelly roll. They don't call it a jelly roll. It's a jelly roll, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts that are 1/4 of a yard, 1 yard of another cut, and then 3 1/4 yards for the background fabric, which is the white. So let's just see what we have. These are the quarter cuts. Ooh. So here's one. Oh, they have them. Oh, here we go. Let's do it this way. There we go. From the inside. So here's a 1. Another. And here. It looks like those two are really, really close. They are. Both are the same line, just one's bigger and one's smaller. Oh, it is. Oh, and the backgrounds are different. Just need to make sure when I sew these that I don't put them together. So these are the quarter cuts. making sure I don't put any creases in there unintentionally. And then here is the, I think it was a yard. That's beautiful blue. This is gonna be so nice. Anytime I do this color, I always think of my son. He loves blue. So almost every blue quilt I've ever made, I've given to him. And here is the jelly roll. I'm not gonna open this right now. I found that I like connecting threads for their prices. I like that they release fairly new collections regularly. I do find that their fabric is on the thinner side, so it does feel a little bit more like what you may get like in a Joann's or box store quality when it comes to the fabric. But I haven't had issues with like bleeding. It holds up really well. Again, I like the fact that they have a lot of options when it comes to getting them as jelly rolls or whatever they call them. They just call them pieces. So let's just call them, you know, jelly rolls. They do fat quarters. They do a lot of sales on their whole collections. And so that's another reason why I like buying the fabrics from them, because they do have sales a lot. And usually you can get the whole collection, or whether it's in fat quarters or fourths or whatever, without breaking the bank, and get to see the whole collection at one time. And that's one of the things that I like about them. I also really, this is not sponsored, but feel free to sponsor me anytime. I really like their threads too. And I have found that they have enough sales on their batting that it makes it comparable to waiting around for a Joann's coupon, since I don't live close to a Joann's anymore. So I have found that it's a win-win location for me when it comes to buying fabrics or quilting supplies. And this is the final thing, is the background fabric. What I'll do with this is put it in a container, which I have across the hall in my studio. Next time, hopefully, I'll be doing my unboxing in there. I still need to do a little bit more cleaning in there to get it ready, but it's coming. I try my best to leave it so that the pattern is always facing out, so I know exactly what it is. And there you go. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that you have enjoyed this unboxing and showing you my current crochet blanket and this unboxing of a kit. If you are interested in seeing more of what I am creating, what I'm reading, what I'm thinking, then subscribe to my channel. If you're already subscribed and you're still here, thank you so much for being a part of the fam. I will see you all really soon. And there probably won't be any links to any of this, I think, in the description bar, but if you guys want them, let me know in the comments. Before you leave, go ahead and go down to the comments and let me know what you are working on. Are you someone who enjoys working on kits? And also let me know, are you one of the crocheters or someone that loves yarn crafting that follows my channel? Let me know in the chat below or in the comments below. And finally, don't forget to thumbs up this video. And if you haven't done so already, again, subscribe. I will see you all hopefully sooner than later. Take care and goodbye.